Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Cookie Tribe, here in Niche. And it's finally time, you guys. Alright, he may have pulled off that trick on us last time. I'm preparing myself, bracing myself for what's about to happen. But it is time to say goodbye to Tata, because he has unfortunately gotten sick. He has gotten sick from the wonderful Reese, who unfortunately is not going to be able to have her baby. I feel so badly about that. It is going to affect little Almond, I think, to know that she passed away without being able to have a nest for her child, and perhaps his reign as the patriarch of the Cookie Tribe will be gathering all of that grass after all. I really think that's going to suit him. And really quickly, you guys, if you have no idea what I am talking about, definitely check out the previous episode. I'm trying to wean myself off of rambling and retelling the stories of every nicheling every episode. We do also have a hefty, helpful link down in the video description where you can actually find a Google document that will explain what the rules of the Cookie Tribe are, and even have a link to our wiki, as well as other very helpful locations, where I'm really hoping that the wiki can be maintained by you guys, because I have literally no time to work on it, to explain who the characters are, what they're up to, and to add yet another wonderful chapter to Tata and Lala's story. So Lala, I think, is unfortunately going to pass away as well. I don't know if she's going to have enough time to have her final child, because she does have the common cold. And I have to say, I was so frustrated when I realized, oh, I could have had Tata breed with Nan. I could have had him go ahead and at least had one more child with the other females. However, Potato is pregnant with Tata's child. Yes, that's her dad as well, but he is a nicheling god. I'm sure that makes it okay. And Almond's about to have to take mates among his sisters, so that's just the way the cookie crumbles in niche. So all of that said, let's get a move on. And when little Almond comes of age and becomes an adult, he will officially become the patriarch, and we will start revamping the entire family and releasing anyone who is not going to be his mate, so that we can start with him as the patriarch of his own branch of the cookie family tree. So Tata, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being the amazing trickster god that you are, and pulling that trick on me last time where I thought you were dead and then you just popped right back up and you're like, gotcha. He's just, I love him so much. And Reese, I am so sorry you never got to have your baby. I will carry that with me, and I think it will be something that will literally guide Almond's life and the start of our Cookie Tribe from here on out. Who knows? Maybe we'll take in any pregnant wanderers we find. That'd actually be amazing. We need to put that over on the niche forums, you guys. The idea of pregnant wanderers. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Okay, we definitely need to suggest that on the niche forums for future updates, because that would be amazing. So we'll try to help out wanderers who come by, even if we can't meet with them. And then finally, Lala, I don't know if you're going to make it past this sickness. I can totally hear what you have to say to Tata, considering he's the one who got you sick because he went running off after derp-snouted females. But thank you for joining us from the niche pantheon, coming down from the skies above and helping to start, finally, the Cookie Tribe. So, let's do this, guys. Okay. Goodbye, you two. I'll see you again. Oh my gosh. Okay. A lot just happened here. A lot just happened here. We lost the 3 adults. So we just lost Reese, we just lost Tata, we just lost Lala, and Lala left behind one last child. Look at this. Lala actually left behind a little female, Mamila. Let's actually give her a brand new name. Mamila, welcome to the family tree. You are actually going to be named. We have Almond. I think I want to name her, well, pecan. I just had an almondine cookie this morning. So let's actually, we have Almond. I'm going to name her, I'm looking over all the names. You know, Oats is kind of a boring name. Come on, Seri, just pick a name. There's so many delicious looking cookie names that you guys have suggested, though. And I need more, too. Our patrons have suggested this first batch, but I will actually need more of them in the future. Let's go with almond and fair, actually. Fairy, fair. Let's go with almond and fair, and I'm changing the spelling of fair slightly. But this is actually after the fair cookie spelled like this that was actually suggested from one of our European patrons who said that fair is a Dutch coconut sugar cookie, and it doesn't look anything like this. It's actually plain in coloring, but I thought that was really cute. So almond and fair as the little female left behind by Lala as she left us. I think those will be a good set. And this also actually changes something, you guys, because we were going to have it that Almond, who's unfortunately sick right now, oh no, he was actually going to be able to mate with any of his sisters because he would be the patriarch spotted nicheling. But now that we have a spotted female, he can only mate with that spotted female. So this begins the era, the challenge and the era where the cookie line, if they end up only having plain children, then we can breed those plain children as long as they breed with another spotted child or like another spotted nicheling, and they can carry on the family tree that way. But if Almond can now not breed, if the option is there to breed with a spotted nicheling, he cannot breed with a non-spotted nicheling. So all of his sisters just became non-breedable. So, that's gonna make things interesting. And when they come of age, because they can't be his mate, we have to release everybody except for Fair and Almond, and possibly the child that Potato is carrying. If it's a girl, it will be able to become a mate of Almond. If it's a boy, we still have to release him, but we could potentially invite him into the family later. So that's part of the challenge. You guys know that from the rules. So this is going to be interesting. All right, Celery, we need some food. So if you could start us off on some food. Pepper, you're allowed to stay until... So Pepper has found some food over here to you. You're allowed to stay until Almond comes of age. None, if you could go ahead, get a little bit of food, and maybe... Okay, she just scared away this mole, but we at least have noted that it's there. And Cumin, if you and Potato could actually get some food, that would be fantastic. And I'm going to scooch little Almond over so he doesn't... Oh, please don't get eaten by a bird, Almond. So that he doesn't get anybody sick. And then Fennel is now sick, so I'm going to send her over to these edges, and Nappa is going to come over here. And those two are going to be released as well. So this is going to be quite interesting. No birds. No birds allowed. Okay, yeah, no birds allowed. Okay, Fair is not sick. Almond is going to hang in there. We'll just go ahead and destroy this nest for now. And Fair is going to jump over and maybe start learning from Potato, who now can actually, oh, Potato, here, you can go ahead and eat something. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to let Potato actually kick the tree to get some more food and jump in. And Potato can have this child because Almond has not yet come of age. I'm going to allow this just kind of like this once. It makes sense to me. And she is potentially carrying a mate. And she is carrying the child of the former patriarch. So I think we'll allow any females who are pregnant with the child of the former patriarch, even if the patriarch passes away, we'll allow them to go ahead and have their babies too. I mean, they're all going to be part of a big family, just we're going to control population by releasing any siblings when somebody grows up. And we can always invite them back in later. Alright, can I get the bunny, maybe? Can I do a little bit of bunnel hunting? Yes! Alright, got some fresh bunnel. And they have cleaned off these berries, unfortunately. And we'll get, let's see, clear this, clear this. We'll clear out some of the area. And you know, clearing the area also means that Almond will be able to keep an eye on his siblings as he becomes older too, which I think would be something he would like to do. So now we're going to see what kind of child Potato may have. Will she have a child that will be able to be one of Almond's mates? Or will potentially this be a child that could have to be released as well? There's going to be so much releasing of nichelings. Oh my goodness. All right, Potato. Tata's last child is a female, but she's not spotted. So, right, that means officially so far, Fair with I and J immunity and Almond with A and D. Thank you, Lala. I feel like that kind of tidiness to the family tree was totally her fault. But they're gonna be the first two proper mates. All right, so we're also gonna need to, he's got a couple more days before he comes of age, so his siblings can help him out. We won't go ahead, Alana doesn't need a name right now, because she's actually going to go wandering with her mother Potato when Potato becomes old enough. Fair, Almond is done being sick, so you can actually come over and hang out with him. I'm gonna have Potato gather up some food. Kuman's gonna gather up some food. Maybe step a little closer. Nappa's gonna clear some things away. And Fennel, oh, Fennel can dig, nice. Fennel will go ahead and clear some things away. Fennel does have digging paw, but we can't breed with her because she is not spotted. All right, Celery. Oh, all right. And then, yeah, I think, because they'd have to be of the cookie line. So basically, if we had a male spotted nicheling and he needed a female mate, technically, you know, a wandering non-spotted female could come by and we'd be like, oh, but she's breeding with the spotted male. But if we had, say, a non-spotted female inherit because she's just the last one left, then we could say that she could breed with any spotted male wandering away. Okay, basically I figured it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's in the rules. We're just following the rules at this point. All right, Nan, if you could help us. Yeah, I think everybody just kind of wants to see each other at this point. And also get more food. Food is kind of becoming an issue, so I could see how that may explain why the family is willing to kind of separate. And Almond's even trying to dig up. Almond, can you dig up those? I think they're trying to dig up some of the roots, because Tata did have the digging body, if I remember correctly. Or the digging paw, excuse me. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so maybe we'll get digging paw, because you could have some nice roots to complement your delicious serving of nuts, after all. All right, Kuman's helping, and we'll have little baby Lana come over with her mom, and they'll kind of like take care of this area. There we go. Nappa? I think I'm gonna have Nappa and Fennel. Oh, hey, good. Another berry bush we just found. Stay kind of close together because one of those two can release the other in just a second here. And then Fair knows as the spotted nichelings, they are in charge of this area. So that's quite nice. All right, let's keep going. I think this challenge will get much more difficult as time goes on. It's very simple at this stage. Just only mate with spotted nichelings, but we want to get the population of spotted nichelings up and the food reserves way up. Oh, and we can work our way over to this other tree. So that'll be our goal for this generation, I think, is get a healthy population that we know is reliable and then start exploring around the place to get enough food. And once we have a comfortable amount of food, we'll wander down to this tree and go to the next island. We want to go to 12 islands total. The goal is not to overbake the cookies and die. All right. All right. And here we are on this rainy day. Almond has just inherited the position of being the patriarch of the tribe. And that means today they can do some other actions. Normally I force the nichelings to be released right away, but we'll allow them to do maybe 1 or 2 actions to help the tribe, and then off they go. So Fennel is going to leave some of these roots in parting. And then there we go. Nappa can go ahead and release her. So Fennel's out of here. And then Kuman can jump over here. There we go. And Lana is now out of here, along with her mother Potato. I'm gonna miss you, Potato. You were really cool. But we can't breed with you, so Potato is now out of here. And then we'll go ahead and have Kuman and Nappa leave next time, and they can't do any more moves to help with resources. But we'll go ahead, Pepper, Celery, let's jump over. Okay, so I'm gonna let Pepper gather a couple pieces of food, and then he is now going to be released out to the wilds. And then Celery, let's see, she's not going to be Omega. 1 piece of food. And then Non is going to Alpha, release, jump over, Omega, and there we go. Almond is now Alpha. He will say goodbye to his sister. And Fair is now Alpha. And she can go ahead and say goodbye to the other siblings next time. I think right now she'd be tidying up the area around the nest. But alright, so these two have officially inherited, with the parting gifts that their siblings have left them, the nest. They have inherited the Cookie Tree Tribe ways. They are in charge of this area and hopefully going to have many healthy children to celebrate that fact. Nappa, thank you for your final gifts. We now have to go ahead and release you. And then Kumin will come over, kind of nuzzle, say one last goodbye to her sister. And then Kumin is actually going to head out as well. So Kumin is off. She's off on her own grand adventure. It's just accepting that as you grow older, siblings kind of have their own homes. That's the feeling that everybody has now. They stop by to have a snack now and then. That's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and pop over. Oh, pardon us, sisters. Oh my goodness. And Fair is actually ready to have a child. It is time, after all, for them to take on the Cookie Tree Tribe. And it is very important that we get the numbers up. Let's aim for a dozen. Let's aim for a dozen little cookies. So let's aim for having at least a dozen members in the tribe. And then we will start focusing on trying to leave. In fact, that sounds like the perfect number. We'll aim for about 12 members in the tribe each time, before we start looking into like shifting off the island and exploring new lands and seeing what mysterious ingredients we might add in before we end up on the final island. It'll be really cool. As long as we have spots, we can have whatever other traits we want. So we're kind of doing some experimental cookie baking, which I think is fun. So speaking of experimental cookie baking though, let's check something. So Almond has dots. His sister has dots, so their children should definitely have dots. So what should we offer their children to potentially have? Well, we have not unlocked Nimble Fingers yet. So I'm gonna give 1 runner's leg to Almond because I feel like he needs to pass that something more than Velvet Paw on. But what does Velvet Paw give him again? It does give him collecting. So I guess we don't need to really worry about that. And he is kind of dainty. I kind of like that. Like, he's very thoughtful. Maybe he's very gentle, and that's why he works so well with the, he's very gentle and soft, and that's why he works so well with the nesting material. So Almond, I'm actually going to give you, Almond. Children. Almond. I mean, it would be helpful. We don't really... Do they have any health issues? Normal eyesight, no hemophilia. This is probably the earliest that we get to play with some of the cosmetics. So, Almond, I'm going to let you try to pass on blue eyes to your children. And I'm also going to let you try to pass on maybe very thick pattern density. What pattern shape do you have, Almond? Because you two are sharing the same pattern shape. Yeah, you both have pattern shape B. So Almond, let's go with like very thin density, because I think that'd be kind of cool to see. Or no, let's go with huge pattern. Do you guys have huge pattern? They have big pattern. Let's go with huge pattern because almonds are big, right? So let's go with huge pattern because I haven't had a chance to really play with a lot of these. And then Fair, because she is the child. Yeah, she's got white and beige pattern, and he's got white and white pattern. Because Fair is like the last child of Lala, I actually think it'd be fun for her to potentially pass on white fur. With the twist being we might end up with some white fur, white spotted children. So let's pass on white fur for Fair. And then let's pass on, brown pattern? Maybe white fur and red pattern, and just see what happens. So alright, they're now ready, getting comfortable, saying final goodbyes to their siblings who have come to visit, and they have inherited the role of the lead the lead pair, the patriarch and his first mate of the Cookie Tribe. So where will our story go from here? Well, I have a feeling it's about to really pick up the pace, and we will see next time. So if you guys could please leave a little nut in offering to whatever their first child shall be for our wonderful Cookie Tribe by leaving a like. And if you have not yet joined our Nicheling Pantheon, consider subscribing because we have so many more Nicheling adventures to go. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!